I don't know if you guys saw this. Sorry, I have to sip my coffee this afternoon. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Anna Marie, she's speaking out a lot lately about Beverly Hills, but I kind of love this. I've been very clear that we had Psychic Robin. These psychics are so well sought out. You cannot just work for the psychic source. You should go to the psychic source and pay $20 and put in code VELVET. A lot of you have been doing it. I actually get the stats from psychic source. So, wow, a lot of you are doing it. First of all, if you have the worst reading of your life, it's only $20. And if you're having a bad reading, you can stop it. But you can pay $20 and you can enter code VELVET and after entering code VELVET and paying $20, you get 35 minutes, which is 57 cents a minute. But uh, Psychic Robin said, all is not what meets the eye with Garcelle, which I tend to believe. I'm not so sure it was so clear cut and she quit. I think it is a gray matter. I still don't think anyone really leaves the housewives on their own. I don't necessarily think she was fired, but I think looking ahead to a difficult next season, I think she knew what was coming. I think she's like, I ain't going out that way. I think also I've said this before, Boz was going to stay. It would have been, a thing of like a black woman against black woman. And she's like, you're not playing me like that. We all know what the producers would have done. And so it's not even a criticism for saying, I think they sat her down and it's like, what's your storyline? I think Garcelle has been in the business forever. So I'm not sure it's so clear cut, as Psychic Robin said, but I also just have mixed feelings about Garcelle. I think she was a great housewife. I think she did what she had to do. I think she knew how to drop bombs and walk away. A little self-righteous at times for my taste, a little self-righteous. So I really do have mixed feelings about Garcelle, but I find this so interesting. Anna Marie, who's been speaking about so many things, has spoken out about Garcelle. I'm not sure if you guys saw all of this, but she has spoken out, and I thought I just saw something that Garcelle has responded. But Anna Marie did an interview, and she has said that um, basically she doesn't, well, first of all, she's saying that she has mixed feelings about Garcelle, that she has known forever. So Anna Marie has spoken out and she has said that basically she said that her let's just get to this so I get the facts straight. First we start with Garcelle. She was on a podcast and they start with Garcelle's statement last month that not all skin folk are kinfolk. And Anne Marie says, I don't know if she was talking about me or if she was talking about the other new girl, referring to Boz. I don't really know. So that's how she starts. So right here, 8.5. I love you, but I have issues with your statement. Her name is Bozama St. John's. Like this. Like you can act above watching the show. You can say you don't watch the show. You still know the woman's name. So I do think, listen, but there is some shade in here that Anne-Marie gives, and man, maybe we should have kept her around because she's good at this job. So she's saying, talking about I don't know if she was talking about me or the other new girl. I think that is real shade, girl, because her name is Boz. She says, I don't really know. But then she says, what I can say though is I have some friends in the A-list Black Hollywood crew. When I started filming for the show, they warned me. They really said, just watch your back because there was an error in, Black Hollywood or whatever you want to call it, where there could only be one. These are her words, not mine. FYI. She's from that era. She says Garcelle is from that era. They're competitive with each other because they're like, I'm going to be the one to shine, so you can't shine. According to Annemarie, she, which is Garcelle, that she pities Garcelle. So Annemarie is now saying she pities Garcelle because she couldn't get a role anymore in TV or movies, and that's why she joined RHOBH. This is where it gets really petty. She says, that's got to be a really big piece of humble pie to swallow. I wish she would get past bitterness and find happiness. When I'm of that maturity, I hope that's not what I'm doing. So she's basically pointing out that Garcelle is much older than her, according to her, and she hopes that when she's Garcelle's age, that she's still not acting this way. It is so shady. But she says Garcelle is competitive and unkind to other black women. And well, I mean, this kind of goes with what I just said about, possibly that's why she didn't like Boz. But and she's always like the race card has to stop. When you're constantly blaming everything on race, you are really watering down the scenarios when it actually does happen. So when they do happen, no one believes it anymore. It's very, very damaging, I think, to the community. I think she has a point. I think she has a point. A lot of you think Garcelle plays the race card. I don't necessarily think she always plays that card, but she did. But I do agree with her, the little girl that cried wolf, that if you're always crying wolf over something when it really is the race card, no one's going to believe you. So I think she has somewhat of a point there. Annemarie also claimed, so she's basically was warned about Garcelle when she was starting, saying that Garcelle is competitive with other black women. But she also claimed that 2 months before she was fired, while she was still there, she went out for drinks with Boz's best friend. And Boz's best friend, she's known forever. She has very specific questions. Funny how she was probably interviewing me with all those very specific questions so that she could feed that information to her best friend, still not mentioning Boz by name. That is, I guess, taking my spot on the show so that she would know how to play her cards right. Blah, 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 blah. She said she knew the friend forever, and she's sure that this friend that took her out and asked all the questions also told Boz, hey, Dorit is great. Go to Dorit. So I know probably most of you are Team Garcelle on that. I know you hate Annemarie, but I don't mind this. I kind of like this. There's rumors Garcelle had a huge fight with Bravo. Did you see this? That's what I'm saying. There's still a lot that's out there about her exit. Although she was leaving, there's an insider is saying there was an incident which she got into it with Bravo prior to the reunion taped that had something to do with it. It was noted that it most likely involved Sutton and it really pissed her off. And as for whether that was prompted her to leave the show, we're not sure. There are two trains of thought regarding what happened, but that's really what we just talked about. So, Lala Kent has weighed in. I know you guys also hate Lala these days, but Lala says Garcelle quit because she was put on blast at the reunion and she could not handle the heat. So, there you go. There's a lot of people that feel that Erika stays and takes it, and Kyle takes it, and Garcelle, Sutton, Erika takes it, and that Garcelle runs away. And Lala says she doesn't think Garcelle was preparing to